The Parker and Evans Ethical Reasoning Framework. Parker and Evans developed a framework describing 4 strands of ethical reasoning. The strands are adversarial advocacy, responsible lawyering, moral activism, and ethics of care. It is necessary for a lawyer to have the capacity to understand each strand before applying them for ethical judgments. Now I will briefly outline the reasoning for each strand. Adversarial advocacy is one of the 2 dominant ethical approaches. This strand holds a strong belief in the rule of law and upholds any decision the lawyer makes for the best interest of their client, so long as it is within the legal boundaries. It believes that abiding by the system will create a fair outcome. The responsible lawyer is the second dominant approach and understands that what may be legal in the technical sense is not always what is the moral thing to do. This creates a tension between the responsible lawyer, who is governed by morality, and the adversarial advocate, who is governed by the law. It holds a duty to society and perceives a fair outcome as just. Moral activism is consistently being an activist for the right thing to do in the public's interest, regardless of what the law of the day is. Moral activists view the law as a system which requires changing, and like the responsible lawyer, they understand that legal does not always equal moral. Like the adversarial advocate, they may manipulate the law to their favor to help clients. A moral activist may go further than what is legal and suffer consequences to push their cause. This is seen in a lot of human rights law and environmental law cases. The biggest issue is that the right thing to do is subjective and dependent on the lawyer. What one lawyer may feel is bettering society, the other may view it as a breach of the duty. Ethics of care focuses on preserving relationships and understanding the feelings and experiences. To better understand this strand, it is split into 3 subcategories. Holistic understanding means a lawyer should spend time to discuss all of the consequences of a standpoint and refer to a client to other specialists, maybe in a different area of law, for help. Dialogue and participation means conversation for both parties to agree on an approach rather than the lawyer just telling the client what to do. Appropriate dispute resolution and relationship means promoting good faith bargaining and practicing more dialogue and understanding in ADR rather than litigation. My preference score revealed that I value responsible lawyering the most and adversarial advocacy the least. This is interesting because when I studied the adversarial advocate, I understood and respected the principle of it in theory, but I obviously did not agree with it in practice. Scoring and reflection was useful because it placed me in a real-life scenario and helped me to properly conceptualize my true ethical values.